Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. As always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get right to it. Now, this is something entirely different that I've never actually covered on this show before. And since I'm trying to branch out and do different topics, because politics is great and all for me, but some people don't like it, and it's getting a little too stressful to do that kind of crap all the time. So here we go with a different story. Now, if you're a fan of Nickelodeon like I've been for the last 20 plus years, probably of my life off and on, whenever I had cable growing up, especially after I got to college, when I had cable available all the time, this is a big story. This is a big loss, I think, for Nickelodeon. And it's not because of anything bad happening. And it's not because anything evil was done to the guy or anything. So don't go give Nickelodeon any heat. Don't go giving him any heat. You know, but Butch Hartman, after 20 years of being an artist and, writer and everything for Nickelodeon, has decided after 20 years to call it quits with Nickelodeon, and he's moving on to doing his own thing. Like I said, though, he says in his video where he posted over on Butch Hartman, the YouTube channel, which is also trending number 26 on trending here on YouTube, he put up a video named Why I Left Nickelodeon. He goes off to explain that it was just time to move on. And for those of you that may not know, maybe you didn't see, you never paid attention to the credits, or you just didn't know, Butch Hartman is the creator of at least 3 of the most popular shows pretty much ever on Nickelodeon. One being Danny Phantom, another being TUFF Puppy, and one of the most popular, of course, the Fairly OddParents. Now, the Fairly OddParents has ran since basically '97, and it's been a really fun show. It's had a great ride, and of course, the last few seasons some people haven't been happy with because they kind of changed the way things worked by adding the girl and adding the having to share your fairies, even though it used to be one kid, one fairy, all that mess. I don't want to get into any of that. I still love the show, whether or not the girl's in it or not. I don't care. I love Fairly OddParents, and I love TUFF Puppy. It's one of my favorites that he's made. And really, it's just a sad day, I think, for Nickelodeon and Nickelodeon fans. It's not that he's leaving and not going to do anything. Check out his YouTube channel, Butch Hartman, and you'll see that he's doing a lot of other stuff over there as well. He's also got an app. If I can find a link to what that app's about, he's doing a lot of animated work over there as well. But I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel down below, and you can give it a look and see what's going on. But for the last 20 years, Butch Hartman has been just a mainstay of Nickelodeon and created some great shows and some great entertainment. Hours and hours and days worth of really good animation, great TV shows, and it was a lot of work for him. And he's just moving on now to where he's going to basically be his own boss. He's basically going to do what he wants to do and do things on his terms. And I think that's really cool. I mean, if you can ever get to the point where that's what you're able to do in life, where you don't have to worry about anybody else really telling you how you have to live your life or what you have to do, that's great. And I wish Butch Hartman nothing but the best in the future. And like I said, don't give Nickelodeon any heat over this. It's not their fault. It's not like either party did anything wrong. He just feels it's time to move on. He's been working there for right at 20 years now. Started December of '97, and he's leaving February of 2018. As of February 2nd, he is no longer working with Nickelodeon. And of course, you still got, Nickelodeon's got a lot of other shows out there, and from SpongeBob to to all sorts of other cartoons and other non-animated stuff like the non-animated Henry Danger, things like that. But this is a big loss, I think, for Nickelodeon, a huge loss for us fans of the work he has done. I remember sitting up just back when I was when I was a little bit younger, back in I guess my mid to late 20s, I would get up early just to watch if they when they would show a Fairly Odd Parent or a new episode would come up. It was a big thing between me and one of my other friends. and it was awesome to be able to watch all these episodes of the Fairly OddParents. I think they were great. And TUFF Puppy, TUFF Puppy was just a crazy ride. It wasn't around all that long, but it was a great show. And I never really got into Bunsen as a Beast. I saw advertisements for it, but I never really watched it because I went without cable for about 3 years because my cable company got rid of Nickelodeon for about 3 years. And finally I was able to get cable back. I was willing to get cable back once they brought Nickelodeon back. And so that made me happy when they did that. But I think Butch Hartman's a huge loss, to the company. But at the same time, he's still going to be putting out stuff on his show, on his channel over on YouTube, and he's got other stuff in the works with another company that he's working with. And I just wish him well, and go give him some love over in his channel. Let him know you support his future ventures. Give him some respect. I mean, the man did entertain us Nickelodeon fans for 20 years. I mean, that's amazing. There's only a few other cartoons on that network that have been around that long, or even close to that long. I mean, Fairly OddParents even is older than SpongeBob, for crying out loud. And SpongeBob is probably my favorite Nickelodeon animated, series that they have. It and the Fairly OddParents are probably my top two. And so, Butch Hartman, I wish you the best. I hope everything goes well for you in the future. Maybe someday, you'll feel the urge to make another cartoon for Nickelodeon. I think that would be awesome if you did. And really, at the end of the day, if you can go live your own life and do what you want to do, that's great. Follow your heart, do what you have to. And we'll be missed. They haven't really said anything on what's going to happen with Fairly OddParents, or anything else like that. I hope Fairly OddParents finds the way to continue, even though he may not be on the credit. He may not be the one writing it anymore or drawing it anymore. I would love to be able to see some more episodes, come out of what he's created. He's left Nickelodeon in a good spot, and of course, like he said in the video, he sold the show to Nickelodeon, so it's really up to whatever they want to do with that. So, have a great day. I'll see you down the road. Head over to his channel, like I said, link in the description below. And be sure to go over to Nickelodeon and take some time to watch some Fairly OddParents and celebrate the 20 years that was Butch Hartman at Nickelodeon. And y'all have a great day. I'll see you down the road.